Hi, today is Sunday, the 10th of July, and let us revisit the Nifty chart after a gap of 2 to 3 weeks and see what is going on. Now you will see here that when we last saw, we had this breakout and we were expecting a third wave breakout. The Nifty made a series of ones and twos. This is the first correction, which was an expanded flat. This is the next correction, which was also an expanded flat. And then during the Brexit crisis, it made another expanded flat. That was interesting. And then finally, what happened last week? What was happening with these black bars where everybody was turning bearish? So now let's go and see the hourly chart of Nifty. And in the hourly chart, you can see this very impulsive rise, followed by this large expanded flat structure, which was formed in the major part of June. And this expanded flat actually retraced 61.8% of this wave, which is the ideal correction for a second wave. And then after the Brexit crisis, it took off again, and we gave a bullish call as soon as this retracement was done and this white candle was formed. It was apparent that the third wave was starting on a larger degree. This third wave progressed very nicely with a gap here, with a gap here, and then it took off and reached around 8400. Then it went into a correction. What was happening? Here you can very well see that this correction is a zigzag, and where the A wave is equal to the C wave. There you are. This is the end of the C wave. So this was a zigzag, and this was a major resistance. This was a major resistance which was broken. Now whenever a major resistance is broken, this resistance is usually retested very soon. And that is why we were calling for a breakdown back to 8300 levels for a retest of this resistance, which should now become support. And that is exactly what happened. There was a zigzag which tested this support very successfully, and the Nifty is back on the positive track. Now what does all this mean? Let's go back to the daily chart. Apparently, these are a series of ones and twos, ones and twos, ones and twos, because all of them are expanded flats. They are not alternating. So none of them is a fourth wave. So what we can safely surmise is that we are in for a third of a third of a third wave. The third of this, the third of this, and the third of this. And therefore, we are in for a time where we will see a sharp acceleration in the Nifty if this wave count is correct. So what are the targets? The targets would be, the first target would be 8868 based on this correction. The other target would be a 100% projection of wave 1, which should be very conservative, and that also comes in around 8830. But the final targets are likely to be much higher in this wave 5. So one needs to be positioned on the bullish side and keep holding your positions so long as this wave count goes on proving itself right. Thank you.